DeSantis was impressive. He's worked his debate muscle, and there will be a fourth debate before the Iowa caucuses. And Donald Trump will have participated in none of them. So look, I'm not making any predictions yet, but Donald Trump has not been challenged for 4 years. All he does is go to rallies and stages these impromptu courtroom press conferences, or he'll do a one-on-one with reporters like this Kristen Welker, the new host of Meet the Press, and she needs access, so she's not going to try to eviscerate Trump during an interview the way Nikki Haley or Chris Christie would in a debate. Now, look, I'm done for a while predicting things. Maybe Trump sails through the Republican primaries. Certainly, the polling says he will. But if he loses Iowa, and there's every reason for me to believe he's not going to do as well in Iowa as the polls say. If Nikki Haley has a strong showing in New Hampshire, if Ron DeSantis wins Iowa, if the pro-Nikki Haley dark money from the Koch brothers starts flooding the airwaves, and it begins to look like Trump is afraid of debating her, I don't know. I think he's got to debate. I think he's got to debate Nikki Haley or DeSantis. I just don't think DeSantis. I'm not making a prediction. I just think Iowa is one and done for DeSantis, even if he wins Iowa. I think Donald Trump has to debate Nikki Haley. And debates are not rallies. They're not impromptu press conferences in front of the courtroom. Trump is saying really weird things at his rallies. I don't know if you've seen any lately, or I don't know if you saw the one in Iowa on Saturday. It's creepy. He spoke in Iowa. There were a lot of things he said, but one of the things that just was, he said in one sentence, he said he saved Obamacare after John McCain voted to destroy it, but he's going to get rid of Obamacare because it's a disaster. It was bizarre and creepy. His grasp of reality no longer holds up under scrutiny. You get a sense watching the rallies that he's gone. He's checked out. And it's been 4 years. He's just accustomed to saying whatever he wants with nobody challenging him. At the rally, it was really bizarre. He said that let me preface this. He says he's going to get rid of Obamacare, and that's the argument Democrats want to have because he has no replacement for Obamacare, and Obamacare is popular. So he knows it's popular. So he said on Saturday that in 2017, there was a vote to eliminate Obamacare. That's true. It was a famous vote. And McCain famously was the deciding vote, which was true. But McCain famously gave a thumbs down. I don't know if you remember that, but he gave a thumbs down on a bill to get rid of Obamacare. So it was a thumbs up for Obamacare. McCain was voting to save Obamacare, but Trump told the crowd McCain voted to kill it, and I saved it. I saved Obamacare. But then he said we got to get rid of Obamacare, and once again promised to replace it with something much better. He's sick in the head, and nothing tracks. It doesn't track. And then he lets slip during the same speech that he's on a mission to destroy democracy. The stuff about Obamacare is just weird. saying he's going to replace Obamacare, but bragging about how he saved Obamacare. In 2016, when he was running for president, he promised to get rid of Obamacare. Throughout his presidency, he never offered anything, never offered an alternative to Obamacare, but staged these votes to eliminate it. He can't keep his lies straight anymore. And people close to him, people close to Trump, are saying privately, not only is he not the same guy, there's always been something wrong with him, but now they're saying like he's gone. You know, he's been in this almost solipsistic isolation tank, creating his own reality. And when you watch DeSantis debating Newsom, I can't stand Ron DeSantis, but he's been out on the stump, fielding questions, debating. He has an answer for every question. He can defend his record. And Newsom, he doesn't have the same muscle that DeSantis has. He's not running for president the way DeSantis is. And this made me hopeful because it reminded me that Trump has not been challenged in 4 years. No press conferences, no debates. His muscles and his brains are atrophied, and he's getting sicker in the head. Look, I'm holding off on predictions, but like I said, we are in the thick of it, and this is an inflection point. Iowa caucuses, January 15th, Trump must pivot. Everything is about to change. You can't make flat-out declarations, which is what Trump has been doing for 4 years. You just can't say, this is the truth, and expect people to nod their heads. Eventually, he's got to do a press conference. Eventually, he's got to do a debate. He's been in a bubble. Eventually, he's going to be challenged. And don't forget, next year, he may take the witness stand. Right now, I know the polls are disheartening, but nobody's paying attention to Donald Trump. We are, but nobody's paying attention to him. They haven't seen his psychosis, his dementia. That is why Trump is doing so well in the polls. That's not me talking. That's what a lot of experts are saying. They're saying, wait till the American people start paying attention. They'll go, oh, yeah, that's right. Now I remember. I think once Republican voters start paying attention and see he's incapable of telling the truth, that he can't govern, he will not be the authoritarian the fascists in the Republican Party want him to be. So I don't know what happens. I really don't. Again, I don't know who to root for in the Republican Party. It scares me to say this. We may want him to get the nomination. He's probably going to be easier to beat in the general than Nikki Haley. And I've said this before. That's what we said about him in 2016. Everybody was saying, oh, let's hope it's Trump. It'll be a landslide. I was just reading Shattered. A month before the 2016 general election, she was leading double digits in the polls. No predictions, but I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen.